Elon Musk didn't start Tesla, and the people who did were erased from history. GM built an electric car that actually worked, then sent trucks to people's home, took every single one back, and crushed them all. Tesla spent years of writing 3 lakh lines of driving code, then threw it all away. Let an AI watch humans drive, and it learned better than any engineer ever could. Right now, 6 million Teslas on the road are silently sending data back to the company. Every mile, every second, without you even knowing. Profit crashed 71% in 1 year, but the stock's still worth $1 trillion. That number should not make sense, but it will. A taxi with no driver, no steering wheel, no pedals, already picking up the real passengers on real streets. And a robot that never sleeps, never calls us sick, never asks for a salary, already working in a factory right now. You think you know this company, but you don't. This is the real story of Tesla, and I promise you did not know half of this. The year is 2003. Two engineers are sitting in California watching the news and they are furious. General Motors, one of the biggest car companies in the world, had built an electric car called EV1. The real people were driving it, they loved it, it actually worked. And then one morning, GM sent trucks to people's driveways, took every single EV1 back and crushed them. Every single one destroyed. Everything was gone like it never existed. But why? Because oil companies and car dealers were losing money. So GM killed the electric car to protect them. These two engineers watching this said enough. If this big company won't do it, we will. Their names were Martin and Marc. These are the two men who actually started Tesla in 2003. They named it after Nikola Tesla, the scientist who invented the technology that makes electric motors work. Now, their first problem was electric cars at that time were ugly, slow, and felt like driving a toy. Nobody wanted one. So they made a one decision that changed everything. Don't build a cheap, boring cars, build the most exciting sports car anyone has ever seen. Just make it electric. But ideas need money, and in 2004, they were running out of it. At a small space conference in California, they met Elon Musk. Musk had just sold PayPal to eBay for $1.5 billion. He believed in electric cars, so he wrote a check for $6.5 million, became the biggest investor, joined as chairman. Here is where the story gets dark. Martin and Musk started clashing. Costs were going over budget. The first car, the Roadster, kept getting delayed. In 2007, the board removed Martin as CEO. By 2008, Marc also left. Both original founders pushed out of company they created. Musk became CEO, and from that point, he told the Tesla story as if it was always his. Martin later sued Musk. They settled quietly, and the two men who actually started Tesla, you will never hear their names in any Tesla commercials. Most companies start cheap and go expensive. Tesla did the exactly opposite. Musk's plan in 2006 was this: build a $1 lakh sports car, the Roadster, sell it to the rich people, use that money to build a $70,000 Model S, use that money to build a $35,000 Model 3 for everyone, use the rich to fund the affordable cars for the world. And it worked. By 2017, Model 3 became one of the best-selling cars in America. Not best-selling electric cars, best-selling cars, period. Here is where Tesla became a completely different kind of company. Every car company in the world uses dealers. You go to a Hyundai dealer, a Toyota dealer, a BMW dealer. The dealer buys the car from the car company and sells it to you, which means the company loses control over the price and the customer. Tesla's solution: sell directly. No dealers ever. You buy online or from a Tesla store. Tesla controls everything. More profit per car, better experience. Second, zero advertising. Every other car company spends billions on ads. Tesla spends zero. Musk's social media and product launches generate more attention than any ad campaign money can buy. Third, Tesla makes money beyond just selling cars. Every Tesla owner can pay monthly for full self-driving software. Tesla has 50,000 Supercharger points across 55 countries, and now other car companies pay Teslas to use them. They sell home batteries called Powerwall and a massive grid batteries called Megapack to governments and energy companies. Multiple revenue streams. Most people don't even know they exist. Now here is the part that will genuinely change how you see Tesla. Every self-driving car companies in the world, Waymo, Cruise, every single one uses sensor called LiDAR. It maps everything around the car using laser beams. It costs up to $75,000 per car. Musk called it stupid and unnecessary. Tesla uses only camera, 8 cameras around car. That's it. No LiDAR, just cameras and AI. And now the part that sounds impossible. In older Tesla software, engineers had written over 3 lakh line of code. Every situation had a rule. If you see a red line, stop. If you see a pedestrian, slow down. Humans wrote a rule for every possible scenario on the road. Then Tesla launched FSD version 12 and deleted almost all of it. They replaced 3 lakh line of code with one single AI. They fed it millions of hours of a real human driving videos, and the AI just watched and learned. Exactly like a child learns to walk by watching others. No rules written, no programmer telling it what road looked like. It figured it out by itself. Musk called it ChatGPT for cars. But here is the real secret weapon nobody talks about. Tesla has 6 million cars on road right now. Every single one sends driving data back to Tesla. Every moment, every mile, every strange situation it faces. 6 million cars collecting real-world data for free, 24 hours a day. Waymo has a test fleet of few hundred cars. Tesla has 6 million teachers. And to process all the data, Tesla built a supercomputer called Cortex. 50,000 of NVIDIA's most powerful chips just to make the car smarter. Your Tesla gets software update while you sleep. You wake up and your car is better than it was yesterday. No other car company on earth does this. Making electric cars affordable comes down to one thing: battery cost. The battery alone is 40% of the price of an electric car. Every other car company buys batteries from suppliers. Tesla said, we will make. They invented a new battery cell called the 4680, bigger, simple to make, by building batteries themselves inside their own gigafactories. Tesla cut battery cost by over 30%. That is why a Model 3 went from $50,000 down to $35,000, and the competitors will take a decade to close that gap. Now the part that surprises everyone is Tesla's revenue hit $97 billion in 2024, but profit told a very different story. Net income in 2023 was $15 billion. By 2024, dropped to $7 billion. In Q1 2025, crashed 71% to just $4.9 million. But what happened? China's BYD outsold Tesla globally in 2025. 2.26 million cars versus Tesla's 1.63 million. BYD cars are 30 to 40% cheaper, and they kept getting better. Tesla's market share fell. Europe sales dropped hard. Even in America, GM, Ford, and Hyundai kept eating into Tesla's number. The company that reinvented electric cars is now struggling to sell them. But here is what most people miss it. Tesla is not betting its future on selling cars anymore. Bet 1. Robotaxi. In June 2025, Tesla launched a taxi service in Austin, Texas. No driver inside. You open the app, book a ride, and a car shows up with nobody in it. This is Uber, but with 0 drivers, 0 salaries, 0 human cost. Tesla's purpose built robotaxi called Cybercab. It has no steering wheel and no pedals. Musk says it will cost less to ride than taking a bus. If this works at scale, the car you already own can go out and earn money for you while you sleep. Bet 2. Optimus. Tesla is building a humanoid robot called Optimus. As of early 2026, over 1,000 Optimus robots are already working inside Tesla's own factory, sorting parts, assembling components, doing real work. Musk is shutting down Model S and Model X production lines and converting them to build Optimus instead. His target is 1 million robots per year by end of 2026. The price will be $30,000 each. A robot that works 24 hours a day, never asks for a salary, never calls in sick, for $30,000 once. Musk says Optimus will eventually be worth more than the entire car's business. Bet 3. Why the stock is still $1 trillion? Tesla's profit crashed 71%. BYD is outselling them. Competition is everywhere. But Tesla's market cap is still over $1 trillion. Why? Because Wall Street is not betting on today's car. They are betting on FSDs going on fully autonomous, on robotaxis generating billions, on Optimus becoming the biggest product in human history. The market is not valuing what Tesla is. It is valuing what Tesla could become. Here is the the real lesson from Tesla. Most companies sells a product. The car is not the business. The car is the data collection machine, feeding the AI that powers the robotaxi and the robot. Tesla started as a car company. It is now an AI company, a robotics company, and an energy company, all wearing a car company's clothes. Whether Musk wins this, nobody knows it, but no other company on earth is making bets this big, this fast, with this much on the line. What do you think? Will Tesla take over the future, or is BYD about to take everything from them? Drop it in the comments. If you find this information valuable, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching.